Watch it again. I really am like genuinely glad there's like that where it's at on top of it.
How's everybody doing in Asheville? Why don't you guys make some room? We're gonna back up just a little bit so everybody can everybody hear us here? Everybody hear the noise? So today we're going to take the walk. We're going to take the 66th mile of the walk tour. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Why we walk is because we need a little reminder, each of us need a reminder that we truly have the power to make a difference by doing simple, tangible things, by showing up, by being a part of using what we have, these cameras, our ideas, our energy, our passion. When we were in Africa making this record, The Walk, we spent a little bit of time there. What we saw was not a realization that people are struggling with poverty and disease, but the realization that those that are struggling with poverty and disease can be helped and their lives can be changed by us deciding to start making a difference today. Not by waiting until we have a better solution, until somebody has more money, better ideas, but when individuals decide to use what they have to make a difference. Everybody waits for something else to happen. Everybody waits for the perfect idea. And meanwhile, nothing happens. Nothing, the difference doesn't get made. We're going to invite you guys. We're going to invite you guys to walk 1 mile with us without your shoes. A barefoot mile. Now we're going to ask a little more of you.
No, I can't do that. I love you.
Who's going to walk barefoot with us today? Okay, well, I think this is going to be an incredible walk today. We got a mile to go. We're going to talk to you guys more about why we walk as this continues. Are you guys ready to take the walk? If everybody's ready to take the walk, I want you to say, let's walk! Let's walk! All right, we're going to get up to the front of the Taylor, let's do this. Guys, I want you to squeeze through here. We're going to get up to it. All right, everybody, come around this table here, and we're going to begin this walk. This is the front of the line. Hey, everybody, let's try and be safe. We're going to try and stay on the sidewalk. There's a lot of walkers in there.
Okay. Girls.
See, they're already doing it. They're running in the street. Yeah.
Come on,
You hear him screaming up there. I know. Did you see the pictures? Catch up? Oh, I took video. I took video. I want to take pictures. My feet, no. I want to take pictures. Okay, Alice is on my feet. She got a pedicure. My feet are so much. Yes. I know, I love that. Look at that one. Watch that. I'm sorry. thought we were leaving up.
Where are they going?
Oh, this is awesome. I wish I could run. I don't care. I just got awesome pictures of them. That's all I care. I don't like hold on. You can take my shoes off. I think I got better than that. Wait. It's so funny. I'm walking downtown Asheville with bare feet. I could have just yelled and turned around. Yeah. Shut up. I know. That's your reading your dreams. They're that close. Ow. I told you they were going to come out there. I knew they were. We just happened to walk out.
So I think what happened there was
We happened to walk
what do
out.
we do? Oh crap. And then,
Yeah. Glad we stayed where we were. Yes.
Yeah, they came up with the airplane.
Yes, and you didn't even want to go sit over there, remember?
And then Hanson
Let's
was
go sit
like,
over here. No, I said go. I'll be right there. Brandy, I'm glad you picked it out. Thank you.
It's my,
Like Brandy, I was like telling you. I don't care.
okay, hot street.
Hot street. Hot street. Oh, yes.
They all say too. Was not on the walk, and I would have lost it. She was in my hand. That would not be the best situation. Part of my yard.
What they do, huh? No, people like stampede to get close to them. It's like people are thinking.
Traffic jam.
Nothing was funny.
Yeah, then we didn't have like
How do you put up your feet like that? I don't know. How much is worried because of the weather left?
Where?
Closer. I got wings on.
Like in that vicinity where there's like a little microphone thingy.
Isaac touched the car. Isaac touched the car.
Going to find a sign? They signed an autograph.
Isaac. I got Isaac and Zach. So they ran out the front. They turned the front right and got the beat. So I'm not too far from the front, but far enough that we went single file, like we're way behind. Anyway, they both touched my car at the point of reference. Now I was busy looking up trying to figure it out. I had tape and everything. It's so hard because everybody's so far ahead. In any case, LOS still got their case. We're all walking. We're going by Pat Place now. No, you've not seen it. Don's Tommy's over there. And one thing, my arm's getting...
I told you.
Yeah, I'm taping it everything. But I have to put my hand up in the air because everybody's, you know, they're about maybe 35 feet from me. I got, like I said, I got Isaac and Taylor. I didn't get Zach.
Let's get a nice quick before we get it.
I'm close to my phone. That was Isaac. Can you hear this? Okay, I'll try to. Can I stay on this for a couple of minutes? I don't want you to hear this. He's having everybody gather at BB2. Hold on. Oh, we're going way by. I thought we were standing there.
I came straight from the store.
Oh, that's me hanging. She went to give me a high five.
Oh.
You still there?
And then she's like,
Okay.
You know, you're like, yeah, the beans.
left me hanging.
Just remember that tonight.
They started stopping for traffic.
I wonder if they started this
We still don't think
Good to know.
as we were across the street, I was able to get on Aston Street, the double decker. The walk across the street sign came on, the same one from the cover.
No, not so much.
So as close as I'm going to get.
Well, it depends. If
Well,
we're
they were
talking
way in
about
front of me.
the
They were
hotel, where Tom says the
way in
hotel
front.
is.
Anyway, I got to go. This thing's too heavy on one arm.
If it's where Tom says the hotel is, then yes, we're close.
Well, I can't have fun. I'm so tired.
At least bring it down.
Love you.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm used to having mine swing down. It's not intended. I love it too. I can't have Come on here. I want to throw up a little bit. I'm sorry.
I don't have it.
Umbop.
All right. There we go.
I just want to squeeze that heel so I can stand now and get everybody walking by me.
Walking for HANSON. Have fun. No, we've been in the past. How was your guys' drive down? What's that? How was your drive down? Fucking long. Oh, like, you Lincoln? Yeah. We camped out. Check which one. An hour. We got lost in the fucking border. Where the hell are we?
Wow, you guys.
Show ended. Took 9 hours. Rolled home at 9 o'clock. Let go.
Make her turn.
HIVS.
I said again, please report to Valley Brook.
Can't see.
Mr. Isaac Hanson, would you please report to Valley Brook? Yes, I'm coming, sorry. What an awesome walk it is here in Asheville! We like to take a minute during our walks, find ourselves kind of halfway to just, for one, say thank you, and talk a little bit about why we do this. First of all, thank you. You guys are amazing. You know, when we started the walks, the idea began with having a personal realization about our own walk, our own journey as a band. We were lucky enough to be in Africa a little bit during the making of this album, and amazingly, we as individuals have gotten to see the world. We've gotten to see poverty. We've gotten to see people that are struggling and understand the bigger picture. But you always find yourself thinking, well, I don't have the best idea. I don't have enough to really make a difference. Even when you're staring at kids that are struggling with disease, struggling with poverty, you think, well, this is really not something I can make an impact on. And as we were making this album, we all came back and we sat and listened to this music that we got to record while we were in Africa. And we realized that we were just part of the crowd that was waiting. We were part of the crowd that was asking, well, somebody else is going to do it, and then I'll know what I can do. But meanwhile, we are the army of hope. We're the army of change. When we decide to show up, when we decide to use what we have, and it's no joke. You guys don't have to be here. You don't have to show up early. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to follow 3 crazy guys with megaphones that almost get you killed walking across the street. What you did? One of the things that we've done on these walks, we've talked about taking your shoes off. We do that for a couple of reasons. One is everybody needs a little bit of a reminder about the things that we take for granted, the things that we think make a difference. When we started the walk tour, it began and has continued to be a partnership. One of the things that we've done is partner with a shoe company called Tom's. Anybody have Tom's shoes here? Tom's is a great example for us because they did say one day when we're successful, we can give back and make a difference with our company. And they said, you know what? Today we sell shoes, we can give shoes. Every pair of shoes you buy from Tom's, they said we're going to donate a second pair. When we heard about that, we were intoxicated with this idea that we could each have this tangible example, this physical thing that we could see, you know what, I'm wearing these shoes, and this means a pair of shoes is donated. When we started these walks, we thought, if we could just help Tom's, if we could introduce the idea of a pair of shoes, if we could introduce the idea of one song download, 99-cent download, making an impact, then think what other things that we could do. We said, let's help Tom's donate over 50,000 pairs of shoes. When we started out on the walks last September, we thought that was just a crazy idea. But since September, we said, today is our 66th mile. Since September, we've helped Tom's, so over 50,000 pairs of shoes can be donated one by one. And this is not a few shoes that were bought by a rich guy. Somebody bought 1,000, somebody bought a few hundred. These are 50,000. Many of you guys have bought a pair, maybe about 2 pairs, maybe about 3 pairs. One by one, just like the walk, just like showing up. This individual action that seems simple, walking a mile, becomes this crowd of people that are a force to be reckoned with. Each of us has to have that push. we each need that reminder that this is not, that this is not about having the perfect answer. This is about all of us looking at what we have, looking at the tools that we have available to us. Look at all these cameras. Look at all these cameras. Let me show you a camera. Who's got a camera? Okay. Amazing. Another thing about shoes and talking about that, when we started off talking about shoes, we said, let's help Tom's get 50,000 pairs of shoes. It's really easy to feel like this is not a big enough deal. Like you're going to give a pair of shoes to somebody. In November, we made the trip back to Africa to deliver the shoes that we said we would. And we sat at schools and orphanages and villages, and we sat and put these shoes on kids' feet one at a time. And when you look at, I have a 5-year-old son, and I think about we sat here with little kids, 5, 3, 8 years old. You know, they walk 10 kilometers a day, both directions, just to get to school. And you're standing there holding this little foot, this little calloused foot that you think, this looks like an 80-year-old foot. This is a 5-year-old. This is a kid that has no concept of something new. And he looks back at you and says, the first time he's ever been given something brand new, just for him. The first time he's ever been handed something that was a gift. And here we are walking a mile going, I don't know if I want to take my shoes off. What's going on in Africa is something that none of us have to be a part of facing. In fact, it's phenomenal to me to see there's so many things that we can be a part of making a difference within our own hometown, in our own backyard. But when you look at what's going on in Africa, you've got 12 million kids without families because of AIDS. And what that means is that those kids have either been born with the disease, or and their parents have died, or they simply are orphaned by the disease because their parents have passed away. Can you imagine the idea of 12 million kids without a family? Just imagine what that does to a country, to a continent.
That's the equivalent of New York City and all the surrounding boroughs being all orphan kids. Just to give you perspective.
But the thing to keep in mind with this, again, is we're not walking for guilt. We're not trying to tell you guys, oh, there's all this terrible stuff happening and why aren't we making a difference? The reason we are walking is because everybody feels like they can't really make a difference, like they don't have a role to play. And this generation, we're the most underestimated generation. We have everything available to us, and no one expects us to really, truly make an impact. And let me tell you something, 50,000 shoes, that's a lot of shoes, okay? We've seen thousands of people walk with us over and over and over, and the idea that you guys come back with, every person here has a different reason for walking. Maybe you just showed up at a show and we're like, oh, crowd of people, wow. But we are ready to follow you guys. We are ready to follow any one of you that says, look, this is my walk, this is my passion, this is the thing that I can use to make a difference. The walk is about the fact that we are a generation that is underestimated, a generation that has more capacity to make a difference, especially across the ocean in a place like Africa, where there are millions of kids that are saying, you know what, I cannot help myself, I cannot make a difference for myself, you can make a difference for my future, and maybe, if we stand up as a group of people and look at the world's greatest challenges, we might actually be able to turn around and look at our own hometown and ask questions about what's going on in our own backyard. You guys are amazing for showing up and following us this far, so I want to ask again those that maybe were kind of unsure about taking the shoes off. I want to invite you guys to take your shoes off and walk the rest of this half mile with us. It's not going to be that bad, I promise. You can wash them off later. We're so honored to see you guys join us, and we have the rest of this mile to go. So I say we finish it up. You guys ready to finish this mile? Before we go, I want everybody to say, I took the walk! I took the walk! One more time, say, I took the walk! I took the walk! Okay, we're going to get out in front. Let's finish this thing. Woo!
didn't know. I think that's why you noticed.
Ask him.
So glad they're all here.
We'll make our team and chat.
I didn't know anything.
Take off my time. Hey.
We were in South Africa. South Africa is we also
Hey guys, try and stay on the sidewalk, please. Everybody try and stay on the sidewalk if you can. Because we don't want anybody to be run over.
You got one? Feel free. I got some pictures to be relevant with
I guess they would go to the staying with me, Janet staying with me. Monica has to decide what she wants to do.
There's that one.
Right, right. She's welcome to join us. She's going to decide. But I need to do that. At least and I'm not signing this.
Right, in that place, man. No kidding.
How does this affect your hatred of music? Is it different because you can actually put a face? No, but I'm saying you weren't that home. Was it worth it? Even just to do this? You probably guys at 3 years old. Bless you. Yeah, that's just something for you. That's your me. I think I'll get a while. That's a long No, I was going to do the house Oh, Lord. Where are they? It's on the way back.
Okay, this is what they did. When they stopped at Pritchard Park, well, if I don't tell you now, I'm not going to tell you. They stopped at Pritchard Park, gave a little Tom speech, and then Zach started running around with a handheld digital camera and was standing right next to me. They've all dyed their hair sort of dark. Anyway, we're on our way back. And that's what they do. Is they just walk down the side.
So let's join.
Well, I just went to pick you up there. There's nothing to screen for that. Well, I got the whole speech on video, but I had to use a tree of support. So, without being homeless, you can't appreciate Bridget's help. Oh, anyway, just want to go to we're on our way back. Isaac is about 20 feet in front of me holding the microphone. And I don't know where Taylor went. I think he's at the hill. Zach ran way up front. Huh? Okay, we're going by that campaign.
We're like so far in.
Anyway, just wanted to go. Okay, so even if I don't get to see them tonight, I think it's for the room with or without sound.
National anthem.
That's awesome. Maybe better in a couple hours. That moment, see this place out here.
So, okay. We're going by our car again. My car. Okay, bye.
We had coffee too. Sally's getting a lot of attention. Getting up there. Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube in Charlotte with coffee on it. I think so. For everybody being on the road.
Oh, they got you that in Pete too. I can't believe it's about to like almost really bad.
Haven't been like
Harassed by cops. Really bad. And he was like in my cash really bad.
Oh god, icing's on me. She's already going to say that. Next time, run up there. Make your way up there. Good night. Hurry. She's like, let's move. So what are they just going to like play scissors with it for like 2 hours? I don't know if Mama Cephas is prepared to handle the Mexican margarita business we're about to get. Maybe have to keep it on the margaritas. But I bet they'll run out of tequila. Go ahead and like that. Well, I'll put it in the tree. Just don't walk. No? We keep going or someone? Go. I'm going.
It's not a funeral.
Oh my god. Police, just what we need.
Just like in Charlotte.
Yep. At least here they're circling around. They're not turning the corner. You, the megaphone. That's what they call it now.
Oh, I know.
With the megaphone.
I know.
And Taylor, barefoot, no lie, was looking down at the top like, we're not going. That's what I found funny. He's over 6 foot.
Oh, well, I'm not going up and doing all the...
¡Está amigos! ¡Hola! Sí, el señor Jay.
Alright, that's it. 3. My turn. Swing my arm.
Emery.
Where am I going? Got it. Thank you.
Guys, I'm gonna have to speed. I'd love to. I like the style.
Come on, Melly. Give me my camera back. Come on, see it, Brandy. I don't know.
She's probably up front.
How do everybody feel? Congratulations, you guys just finished the 66th mile of the walk tour. Thanks for walking with us. So, as we finish the walk, we've got a few things that we can tell you guys about. But before anything else, we once again want to say thank you. I was just talking with somebody, and honestly, we've been so blown away and humbled by how many people have joined us over and over on the walk. And this whole idea is not new. People have been walking to support causes since the beginning of time. They've been walking to support people that they believe in. But you guys are different. You guys are different. We as a generation are different because we have more power than anyone has ever had as an individual. You think about how much time we spend on MySpace, Facebook, how much time we spend on YouTube.
Much time we spend texting.
Yeah. Which is not, there's a thing about technology that also separates us and isolates us from each other. We think, well, I don't really want to call you, I'm just going to text you. Because I don't really want to have a conversation, I just want to tell you something.
I text a lot.
Everybody's like, well, that's weird. How do you know that? It's creepy. Or the idea of technology, the idea of this shrinking world we have, where we're buying things from across the world, where we're meeting people from around the world. This could be an opportunity to bring us together. It could be an opportunity for us to unify. It could be an opportunity for us to recognize our power. And when I talk about power, I'm not talking about domineering, here's my pedestal, let me speak over you. I'm talking about our power as individuals to affect one by one by one by one. You guys are we are the great underestimated generation of people. We've got so much available to us that people don't expect us to do anything. Because what else do we have to buy? We don't need, even people that are struggling in this country, and we know there's a lot of people struggling. There are a lot of people, I'm sure in this crowd, everybody has things that they can use help with, but the scale of what's going on across the world in places like Africa is so extreme that we as average Americans are anything but average. You guys are the privileged few You are the great empowered group of people, and our parents and our grandparents, they had real problems to face. We have things that we consider problems that aren't a problem. Well, what college am I going to get to go to? Or, gosh, I've got too many shoes in my closet. How do I get rid of some of them? Yeah, well. We have to ask ourselves this question. We're not talking about awareness for an issue. What's going on in Africa, I think, is well known. Madonna's bought some babies, and we're pretty aware of that. That's good, actually. That's great. But it doesn't go away because GAP doesn't campaign. It doesn't go away because we're inspired by Bono talking to us about it. These are great things. But what really makes a difference is when we as individuals decide that we are the solution. And this is not a line. When we talk about the idea of Tom Shoes, I'm going to bring it back to what we can do today. Tom Shoes is a great example for us because it gives us a way to understand, one for one, our simple ability to make an impact. One pair of shoes is just the beginning, but if you can think about your raw feet at the end of the walk, who walks barefoot today?
That's right.
If you can think about the way your feet feel today, we walked a mile. Can you imagine living without a pair of shoes? Can you imagine if shoes is just one little thing, all the other things in your life, faced with disease, faced with poverty, faced with being born with a disease that gives you 3 years age expectancy. You're born and you're expected to live 3 years if you're born with AIDS. I have a 3-year-old. That is really, really hard to think about. You guys are an incredible group of people. This is a walk where each of us have the opportunity to recognize what we can do as individuals. Take yourself out of this crowd, take yourself away, block everybody else out one by one. Any one of you, we would follow you guys mile after mile. Okay, I would follow any one of you. Lead us. That's what we're talking about. You guys can take us where we need to be. The ideas, Tom Shoes, it's a shoe company that started 2 years ago. HANSON, we're a band. Why should we be talking to you guys? We have so much power that is untapped, and it's not about us flying across to Africa. It's not about us trying to change the world on our own and be bleeding hearts or quit our jobs to become humanitarians. In fact, don't. Get a better job, be smarter, come up with ideas, be an entrepreneur, raise incredible families, and speak to them about what they're going to do in the world. Because you guys are going to change the world if you decide to. This is where the turning point comes after the walk. Okay, your feet are a little raw, you followed HANSON, you're kind of wondering what's going on, you woke up in a pool of your own vomit, it was crazy. Wait, sorry, it was different. The turning point comes after the walk. You walked a mile, your feet are a little sore, and you're wondering, okay, what happens next? This is the first mile. This is the first mile for each of us. We've walked 66, it's still my first. The next one will be my next mile, and I have to start over again. Every mile you walk, you've got to say, you know what? I'm going to continue. This is not something that I'm not putting a notch on my belt and saying, well, I did my part and I did my good deed. Now I'm cool. This is about a challenge for each of us saying, we do so many things with our daily lives. We buy so many things. We speak to so many people. I'm going to just be reminded that one pair of shoes, that 1 mile I walked, is truly something that could change a life. And it's hard for us as individuals to ever think about history and how history is going to judge us. We're just thinking about how we get through to tomorrow. How do we get a better job, or how do we survive school? How do I get a couple more bucks? My Starbucks paycheck? Which I heard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, come on. But history is happening right now. Newsflash. Okay? This is it. You guys are in it. And history will ask a few huge questions. One of those is going to be what's going on in the continent of Africa. Not because of any celebrity endorsement, but because it's an emergency. Because you have millions of kids that have no choice. You have millions of adults that are struggling with poverty, that are struggling with indifference, that are struggling with a lack of hope. And you guys, you're the solution. And you know what? There's when we sat there with hospitals and orphanages and doctors, I was blown away and embarrassed at how discouraged I felt. And I think, when you're a grandmother and you watch your 5 children die, and you raise their children, and then you watch the siblings of those children die, you think, God, I just walked a mile barefoot and I think I'm hurting. You guys are an incredible group of people to have the opportunity to look at your shoes or lack thereof, your ideas, the ability to take action, and the ability to be a walking example of it, literally. Today, this is not a walk of awareness, this is a walk of action. And I want to thank you guys for showing up, because that's the hardest thing to do, is to just show up. And you guys did that today, so make some noise for yourselves. There's a few things you can do at the end of the walk here, simple things. I wish we could tell you to do many more, but we're going to start simple, because that's what we're talking about. For one, we want to make sure you guys get your handstands, so you can stay at the front of the line. Make sure you're marked as walkers. People can't squeeze in front of the line for the show if you're marked as a walker. Get your handstand. Throw your name down on the list, because we're excited about things that we have coming throughout the year. We can encourage you guys, stay in touch with you. Please throw your name down here, because your email address, stay in touch with you guys, because this is, like I said, this is the first mile. In addition, you guys can find out about Tom's shoes. There's a special pair of Toms that we put together just for this tour. You guys can order it here. Not only is it a pair of shoes that's donated, but also we gave away a special download card. It has a special version of Great Divide and the original version. And it raises $2 million for AIDS and HIV research and treatment at the hospital in South Africa.
If you don't know what it looks like, you can see it on HANSON.net or on TomShoes.com. And you can order those shoes on HANSON.net and on TomShoes.com as well.
So all that stuff's available at the table here, and encourage you guys to come up. We're going to hang out as long as we can, and please, everybody come up to the table. Yes. That's really awesome. You should be able to megaphone.
She's trying to get a penny for every dollar of a mile, and she is collecting that to give to HIVSA, which is the same group that receives the money from the Tom Shoes HANSON Great Divide shoe. So, just by the way, if you feel like doing something direct right this second.
Yeah, guys, please. That's awesome.
Lindsay's part of the street team.
Why don't you come over to the table so everybody can meet you? Right here. Right here, by the table.
Okay, guys, we again want to encourage you guys to give us your names and email addresses so we can keep in contact with you. It is really valuable that we keep in contact with you. There's going to be a lot of other things going on later on this year. We're starting simple, as we said, with an email address and a name. And we hope that you guys will help us out, and we want to keep you encouraged and keep you involved.
Hey guys, we got a show to do tonight, right? One more time, we thank you guys so much for taking the walk with us today. Make this your first mile. You guys inspire us every time you show up. If you didn't do anything else, you inspired us to walk another mile. And you guys are incredible. Everybody say it with me. Everybody took the walk with us today so the whole town can hear you say, I took the walk! I took the walk! One more time. I took the walk! I took the walk! That's nice. All right, we're going to hang out for a second. You guys come over to the table. We'll see you inside for the show.
That was nice. I'm sure there are good ones. Yeah, that's we need one. We got one ticket. So anybody have one ticket? One ticket. We have two. So you have a ticket? Yeah. We have two. So anybody else? We need one. Okay. We don't have one. Oh, you'll start for the
Okay. Now that So they're just they're taking everybody's games and taking out an email address and slipping their hands saying that they need to walk.
When is that? Like, not to charge us $100.
If I don't tell them that, I'm like, I'm going to
Yeah, they're just ending
I
up.
got tickets for all 3 nights on like the gas prices at $4 a gallon. We're in the right spot.
Yeah.
I'm already spending $100.
I mean, outside of Majestic-Velocity or Oh, it's probably all shady because I'm following all over the place. But I get close to all of them. But like I said, I mean, I had to use a tree for support on one place, and now my arm is just sort of doesn't make a difference what I shoot now, it's just my shit.
We'll see you guys inside.
Yeah, I have to. I need gas too. Well, I'm probably going to try to be back here by 6:30 at the very latest, because it's going to be crazy.
Those of you that have the pink, the blue, the white wristbands, line up down the side of the building, okay? Everyone else that has stamps, side this way, okay?
We still need to get scanned too.
You want to do that?
You don't need to stand.
Okay, we don't need to stand.
We have wristbands.
Sorry, guys. That's what it sounded like.
I did last time. I went for a long time.
What time is it? 4. Like, I mean,
Seriously?
That's what I did last time.
For the name.
I don't know if they are. Yeah, there's one person.
Probably. Yeah.
Guys, we're well over $600 now. That's amazing.
I still don't know what it is.
Katie, back here. Katie's on the street team as well. If you guys can check out the stage.
Well, I already had the ticket. I've had it for months. Yeah, right. So in other words, it doesn't make a difference if I don't. No. So in other words, no. That doesn't bother.
Look at this star now, you guys. Look. You guys have done this today.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really proud.
Thank you.
They're sticking that gun back there.
I had no idea.
I don't know.
What did you say, sir? It's really cool.
Well, you know, it's been sold out for 4 hours, so I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people here do know you want it.
For like another 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I bought on pre-sale, so
And then I'm just standing here just for the heck of it. Just make it sure. You're not for sale. So when you got back, you were still in front of the general admission.
Oh yeah, if you have the stamp, you do it right time. Like it doesn't matter how long they've been waiting.
I know, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah.
Just like do a share table. Like a flag.
Yeah, you have to go back to the hotel.
Oh okay. Live at
They called me. I tried to do the video. They were telling me. There's no, I wish they were able to. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks like. Oh, it's not. You're great. It's your first concert ever? I've been to Christian. I don't know if there was this many people, but I don't even.
chicken and butter.
Have y'all ever been here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great venue. It really is. I don't like it so much. It's small, but there's no smoke.
You don't have to yell.
I think it's like yeah. I like it. I like it. That road is yeah, I know. It's still so much better. So when I first took my tour right now, this was like it's like cooking. You get up there before me.
There was like no appropriate kind of jump in.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just go to the. There should be a